Hello everyone, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. I hope everyone is doing well and had a nice weekend, or whenever you may happen to watch this video. Today we are going to Tahoe National Forest in California. I'm going to have various maps, pictures as always. This disappearance occurred on August 6th of 2022. I was actually out west at the time. I did a short video on this disappearance. Unfortunately, it was right after I had fractured my skull and had several broken ribs. I wasn't able to put much into the video. There was also a lot of information that was not allowed to be said at the time. At the time and still to date, there are so many unknowns in this case, so many things that don't add up. I've been able to get a lot of the information together, a lot of the details that I didn't have at the time. I wanted to present it to you because I still, in my opinion, do not believe what the official outcome of this case was. Let's first take a look at some maps to give you an idea of the location. It is up in Tahoe National Forest, very close to the Nevada border, up near the town of Truckee, California, which is a very popular ski area, very popular summer town to visit. Here is a close-up map to show you where it is in relation to Lake Tahoe. Kiely Rodni had been living with her family in this area for years. She loved the area. Her family lived in a more remote part of Truckee, but she was very familiar with this area. This is a picture of Kiely. She was only 16 years old at the time. Prior to this incident, Kiely had recently graduated high school early. Not only that, she had graduated with honors. She was very excited. She was planning on going off to Sierra College in the fall. On August 5th of 2022, Kiely, along with some of her friends, decided to go to this party, which was being held at a campground in the area known as Prosser Family Campground. It is on this big reservoir. I'm going to have more pictures to show you. Originally, it was only supposed to be a small group of people from their local high schools. As the day went on, this party, the word had spread all over Northern California. By the time nightfall had come, there was between 200 and 300 people at this party. This campground is located on the shore of Prosser Creek Reservoir. Both the recreation area and the reservoir are located on federal land within the Tahoe National Forest, roughly a 10-minute drive from where Kiely lived in Truckee. Due to all the wildfires that were going on in the area at the time, the partiers did not have any bonfires going. Most of them had their cars pulled up, some of them with their headlights, some of them had other big LED lights or were wearing party lights. Many people were wearing those glow stick bracelets and necklaces. As the party grew on and started getting more out of control, at one point Kiely said that she was going back to her vehicle, which is a Honda CR-V, to charge her phone. It was around midnight. She was getting tired. She wanted to leave. Kiely was highly intelligent. She had been to many parties like this in the past. She was never known to drink alcohol or do anything like that. She was considered very responsible. On this particular evening, she was last seen by her friends at the party at around 12:30 a.m. on August 6th. Both the Prosser and Nevada County Sheriff's Departments reported Kiely missing that day, August 6th. Kiely and her vehicle were nowhere to be found. When the authorities started questioning the numerous people at this party, no one seemed to want to answer their questions. Some of her friends did answer some questions, but the answers were very strange, and some of them over-exaggerated their friendship with Kiely or under-exaggerated their friendship with Kiely. Out of all these hundreds of people that were there, no one had any video or pictures of Kiely. The police were trying to determine who she was hanging out with during the last moments when she was seen, what her mental state was, had she been drinking, these kind of things. Yet no one was able to provide them with really any pictures of her from that night. The friends that did cooperate, one of them said that there were a few older men that were being very creepy and clingy and wouldn't leave some of the girls alone, including Kiely, or just kind of bothering them, trying to get phone numbers. Other people that were interviewed said that they were very good friends with Kiely. Then when the police went to do further investigation, they found that they weren't even friends on social media or barely knew each other. Another one of her friends took it upon himself to go out and do his own interviews and start interrogating other people, which the police never asked anyone to do. They asked for all leads to be brought directly to them. This became a massive search and rescue mission. Not only that, they were also considering the fact that she may have been kidnapped. Various agencies, including the California Highway Patrol, the FBI, the Truckee Police Department, officials from various states, the state of Nevada, state of California, Placer County Sheriff's Office, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office. These were just some of the agencies involved in trying to find Kiely. The authorities were able to determine that her phone was last pinged at 33 minutes after midnight near Prosser Lake. They searched in and around this area. They combed the shorelines of the area of the reservoir where the campground is. They eventually had this search 25 miles in all directions from this campground. They still had not found any evidence aside from surveillance footage from a gas station that she had gone to earlier in the evening around 6 p.m. on August 5th just to pick up some snacks. Although this evidence didn't help them locate Kiely, it did help them confirm the timeline that they were working with. At the time of this investigation, they were asking for people to come forward with any photos or videos that they may had, but of course they didn't get any. The agencies were actually sharing some of their photos during the search, which included a white sweatshirt they knew Kiely was wearing at the party, another of a picture of her that showed her wearing several pieces of jewelry that all of her family was sure she was wearing at the party. This is a picture of one of the command centers for the search. At this point in the investigation, roughly 10 days in, Kiely's picture was everywhere on flyers, billboards, in restaurants, gas stations. After 2 weeks of searching, total, the agencies had put in roughly 20,000 hours and received almost 2,000 tips. The FindKelly.com website was created by her family. They were trying to gather as much information from the public as they could. It wasn't until the official search ended, and on August 21st of that year, 2022, a group called Adventures with Purpose, a group of volunteer divers that are highly trained, familiar with scenarios like this, came out to help with the search. They concentrated their search on the boat launch area and surrounding areas near Donner Lake. They launched these 2 rafts, both equipped with various sonar devices. They found a vehicle within 2 hours of beginning their search that they believed to be Kiely's. They dove down. They found this. It was in fact Kiely Rodni's vehicle. It was upside down in about 14 feet of water in Prosser Lake. Sadly, they also saw what they believed to be a body inside, which it was. It was the remains of Kiely Rodni. She was taken to the local medical examiner's office where the doctor said that it was accidental drowning. So many unanswered questions. Her body was not found in the driver's seat buckled in. It was actually found in the cargo bay. There was little to no water in her lungs. The vehicle was found upside down in fairly shallow water. The passenger side window was broken. The windows on the driver's side were both down. The rear one was only about halfway down. The driver's side mirror was broken, as well as it looked like there was impact damage. This they knew was not there prior to the evening of this party. There was little to no alcohol in her blood. They said that the alcohol in her blood was roughly around the legal limit, about 0.08. Even the doctor said that that could have happened from the decomposition process. I want to clarify again that the medical examiner and as far as the police officers go, they have said that this was an accidental drowning. They do not believe foul play was involved. I, along with many other people, do not believe that that's the full story. I believe that there is more at play here. I'm not sure what. I definitely don't believe that that's the full story. These are actual trail cam pictures from the night of her disappearance that were later brought to evidence. They show Kiely's vehicle going at a high rate of speed into the lake and disappearing under the water right around the time that her cell phone last pinged. To me, this seems very odd because her car was originally parked in the main area. She would have had to turn around and make a right-hand turn. She was not intoxicated. She was always known to wear her seatbelt. How did she end up in the cargo bay? The water wasn't that deep, so even if she had accidentally driven into the lake, why didn't she swim out? How is it that with almost 300 people at this party, no one saw anything? Why wasn't there any video or pictures of Kiely at the party? Why were all her friends and people that were at the party being so difficult with the investigators and not wanting to come forward with information? Why did that one friend go out and do sort of his own interrogation and kind of come up with various facts, a lot of which were incorrect, and gave them to police? This is often what people do that are guilty or know something. They insert themselves into the investigation. I'm not saying that's the case with him. I'm just saying this does happen. There's also several discrepancies with many of the statements that various groups gave. The Adventures with Purpose people told the investigators that they were there to volunteer, dive, look for Kiely, while there have been some statements that certain sheriff spokespeople said that they had no knowledge of Adventures with Purpose coming there. And this is just one of the statements. There have been many throughout the investigation that have sort of contradicted each other. There is the theory that some of this was sort of swept under the rug because it's a very touristy area. They didn't want to possibly hurt their tourism. I personally think that something happened at the party with Kiely, possibly an accident with some of her other friends, or anyone at the party. I believe some kind of accident maybe occurred, or possibly some kind of altercation. I just find it hard to believe that this highly intelligent young woman who was sober accidentally drove her car into the water and wasn't able to swim out. I think that she was either unconscious before she went into the water, or it could very well have just been a tragic accident. It's just hard for me to accept some of those facts. I'd love to hear your opinion, because I know I'm not alone here. I know many people, including many of her family members, don't believe that this is the full story. I think that it's an unsolved case. I think the fact that it was ruled an accidental drowning really put a devastating blow to the case, because once that happens, the prosecuting officers, the police officers, really, they have no reason to continue their investigation. I want to dedicate this video to Kiely Rodni, her family, her friends, all her loved ones, everyone who misses her. I hope and pray that if this wasn't an accident, the truth will come to light one day and you will get the answers you deserve. I am so sorry for your loss, and my thoughts and prayers are with you and everyone who knew and loved Kiely, and I hope and pray that you will always remember the cherished memories that you had with her. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support, your comments, and feedback. Please definitely leave me a comment about this video, your thoughts about this case, what you think may have happened. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. It really helps out the channel a lot. All my efforts with search and rescue research, working to get back into the field. If you'd like to do further reading on this case, I'll have my sources and photo credits in the description as always. If you have any case or video suggestions, please just leave me a comment. You can email me, but I'm still trying to get caught up on those. If you'd like to be entered into the holiday advent calendar giveaway, please just leave me a comment with some feedback and telling me you want to be entered into the giveaway. Alright everyone, have a great week. I'll see you in the next one.